film every show, and the last show the battery died midway through, so he didn't get the clip. So I need you guys to get the energy up so we can rehash what happened a few weeks ago. You guys get live. You guys ready for this? This man's from my home state of Colorado. Put your hands together for Josh Levesque.
And now I get Black Eyed Peas.
Smile.
I got a good record going of like the worst intro music ever at this fucking place. I heard my neighbors having sex the other day. Has this happened to you? Anyone here live in an apartment complex where you hear your neighbors getting busy on a regular basis? It's awkward, right? Like having to ask them to move closer to the wall so you can finish. It's fucking weird. Sorry, I'm trying to find a nice like medium of intoxication before I come on stage. Like it's been really difficult because if I come up here stone sober, I just get really shy and I like jump to the punchlines and I get shaky and nothing's funny and I bomb. But if I'm really drunk, then I just come up here and I scream my set at people because I'm angry and I start saying random shit like calling people whores and stuff. So I'm trying not to do that tonight. I think I'm there. I had like 5 shots of tequila and like a couple 4 Locos, so it's like midway what I usually do. And like a couple of tall boys. I should be okay. I should be alright. I still have my notes though. Here we go. I saw an ad recently for a pill that's going to help you stop smoking, which I thought was funny because I've seen a lot of comedians like kind of riff on this, but this one really stuck out to me because the side effects of this pill to help you quit smoking were irritability, hostility towards others, suicidal thoughts, and depression. So the side effects of this quit smoking pill were the side effects of quitting smoking without the pill. Even the spirit didn't like that one, so I'm not going to do it. Alright, where the hell was I? Have you guys heard about the war on the R word recently? I've seen this a lot on the internet. People are trying to fight for people to stop using the word retarded, which I think is retarded. Because it's just a word. As a comedian and as an American, I take freedom of speech very seriously, and I like being able to say whatever the hell I want. But I think fighting against the word retarded is stupid, mainly just because it's like always the same group of self-righteous, pretentious assholes that are like, I'm going to take something that's been deemed offensive by a handful of people and just fight against it to make me better than you. And people don't use retarded in the super offensive way that people think they do. Because it depends on the context. Like, you're not going to go into some children's hospital into the Down syndrome wing and be like, oh my god, the layout of these hallways is retarded. Am I right, kids? Yeah. Like, you got to know how to use it. And also, kids with, like, because they're saying it's special needs, and that's not retarded. But kids with special needs, kids that are mentally handicapped, they're not retarded. I've met a lot of them, actually. I sat next to one in high school. And this is a true story. This was several years ago, my senior year. I was rooting for the Raiders in the Super Bowl, so this is like 03, I think. And because I was retarded. That's why I was rooting for the Raiders. So I'm the retarded one in this story. This kid that sat next to me, his name was Jeremy, he had Down syndrome, he was special needs, he was rooting for the Buccaneers. And the Raiders did what they do best, they lost. And he reminded me that every day until I graduated. So the Super Bowl happened in January, we graduated in May, and he did it a different way every day. That's like roughly 75 different ways to tell me that my team lost the Super Bowl. And sometimes it was like he phoned it in, like he'd just be like, hey Josh, you remember that one time when the Raiders lost? And I'm like, good one, Jeremy, thank you, let's get back to class. But then sometimes he'd like really think it through and he'd get really harsh with it, and he'd be like, hey, knock knock. Can't say who's there. He's like, it's the Raiders. They want to hang out with you because they heard that you're a loser too for rooting for them because they lost. And I'm like, that's fucking harsh coming from a 17-year-old who needs assistance with his Velcro shoes. For real. But obviously he wasn't retarded because he was clever and funny, so good for him. A way I remember it is the rule of Palin. So like Sarah Palin's son is special needs. But Sarah Palin is fucking retarded. That's how I put it together. I'm sorry, she's talking about running for president now, which I think is hilarious, because I would sooner elect Bill Pullman based solely on his performance as president in Independence Day to actual president before I let her even lead a bake sale. And And I'm not the only one that thinks that. Alright. This is a fun crowd at Mulligan's Landing. Yeah. It's a crash landing tonight. Sorry. It is. It's a crash landing. I am going to do my closer that I did 2 weeks ago. If any of you were here for that, I'm sorry. But really, I have to listen to these comedians tell the same fucking joke every week too, so it's not that big of a deal. But my battery did die, and it sucks because my girlfriend videotapes everything, and I put it on YouTube so that I can like watch it back and kind of refine my jokes and stuff, and also so my friends and family back home in Colorado can watch it, and they leave comments and let me know how I'm doing, like, shut up bag and kill yourself. My mom's a really mean drunk, it's fine. But my closer I thought was pretty good because I like to talk about the tourists that come through Vegas. Are there any tourists here tonight?
Woo! You're Mulligan's, get a clue.
Thank God. Alright, because fuck those tourists. They drive me so crazy. And it was mainly just the young women. Like there's the older women tourists that come in like groups of 4 or 5 and they're in their 40s or 50s and they're having their Sex in the City weekend because they left the kids back home with their husbands, so they're just drunk off mimosas and they're obnoxious. But they're still nice, so good for them. Like they can have their fun. But it's like the 20-something-year-old girls that just walk around and they're like so dolled up and like, oh, everyone wants to fuck me. And I'm like, sure, back home in Des Moines, where you're one of like 7 hot girls. Like you're an Iowa 10, but you're a Vegas 3. There's a girl directly to your left who hasn't even opened her mouth yet, so she's still hotter than you. Sorry, you lose. But yeah, it's funny, I saw a group of them walking through the lobby of a hotel recently. It was like 10, 11 o'clock at night, so they were just starting their evening. And it was there's a leader of the pack. She had the heels on, and she knew how to walk in them, which is rare. Because like if you don't know how to walk in heels, ladies, just don't do it. Because guys don't give a shit. If you look good from the ankles up, you can wear like flip-flops or flats, you can wear Crocs, and we'll still try to fuck you. It's fine. We don't care. But if you don't know how to walk in heels, like the baby giraffe with the stick up its ass thing, just ruins whatever you tried with the hair and the makeup. And the leader of the pack, she knew what she was doing with the heels, and then she had like her second in command. She's like the partner in crime, the one that's gonna take over the group when the leader gets like pregnant or herpes or whatever. And then there was like this group of 6 girls, and you watch, it's like the evolution of man chart, how they carry themselves. Like the one in the back is the newbie who's just trying to fit in, and she's not handling the heels very well, and she's in a dress that does not fit. And I'm trying to picture the story that happened that night, is they probably all flew out to Vegas for their totally hot bitches weekend. And she probably came out of the bathroom wearing like a blouse and capris and flats, because she wanted to be comfortable walking all the way to New York, New York. And the leader of the pack was probably just freaking out, like, what the fuck are you wearing right now, Cindy? Like, we are supposed to look sexy tonight, and you look ridiculous. Like, you didn't even bring a dress? You're gonna wear one of mine. I brought 5. I know we're here for 3 days, I brought 5. You're gonna wear one, I know you're not a size 3, we're gonna make it work. Put it on. And you didn't bring heels? Well, we're gonna have to go to the Miracle Mile shop, so we're gonna have to buy you some fucking heels then. Because you're not wearing flats, goddammit. We're in Vegas. And she's just struggling. She's probably bleeding in those shoes because she didn't get to break them in. And you feel bad because you know that she's going to be the one that has to walk home carrying the heels the next morning at like 8 a.m. walking through the lobby of the Excalibur. Like, oh my god, my friends are cunts. Oh, what happened? I can't believe I let him come inside me. Oh god. And it's true, because like you can watch it. The Excalibur is my favorite because they have a Krispy Kreme, so I can have like a nice little breakfast and just watch these walks of shame every morning. But you go there and you watch, because I guarantee you right now there's some guy who probably wore the fucking Hangover shirt with the baby picture on it because he thought it would be fucking hilarious in Vegas to wear that shirt. And he's probably changed into like his nice little button-up shirt, but he left a couple buttons undone so you can see his little cross necklace, because he can be trusted. And he's going to be pouring shots down this girl's throat tonight at some club in the Luxor just so he can take her back to his hotel room and like ride around on top of her and go, ah, winning! Because he's clever. I guarantee it. Alright, my name's Josh Levesque. You guys have been decent for tonight, actually. I don't mind it. Thank you guys.